Greetings, trackers. Bear Tracker Nature Films out here, looking at a very fine and subtle trail out here along the river's edge. And this trail literally came out of the water and is heading up the bank here. And this is really unique, and it's a trail that's very hard to find normally because this species is lightweight and normally it lives underground. So this animal normally spends most of its time underground, but they are capable of swimming. And this is a mole. So moles have these unique spade-shaped front feet, and that's what you're seeing right here. So the front feet have 5 long claws. Actually, there are 6. There's an extra digit there, but that won't show in the tracks. Anyway, you will see usually the inner 3 because their hands are angled at an outward angle so that they can dig. And so all you usually see is these 3 claw marks right there. Now the hind feet are smaller. Hind feet have 5 toes, and they're very small in comparison to this really huge front foot that these guys have. So when they walk, they kind of waddle because they're used to digging. So they're not really made to walk over land very easily, but they can also swim. And springtime is the time to find these tracks. There was one on the other side of this little inlet on the river where I'm standing, and I think this might be the same animal coming out of the water. So looking a little closer right there, this is a front track right there. That's the edge of the long toes. This is a hind track right here. You can see the 5 toes just barely, faces forward rather than facing to the side as does the front feet. So their front feet are like little paddles. So they're probably pretty good at swimming, right? There's a hind foot right there. There's that beautiful front and hind. There's a front that's just a little bit of a track, not much, and there's a hind. And then I lose it up here in this more rough soil. So it came directly out of the water right behind us here. So this is a mole in this region. I'm in northwestern California right here, and our mole species here is the broad-footed mole. So that's most likely which one this is. And it's a small creature. Here's a scale. Scale's in centimeters, so you can tell this is a really tiny creature, and it's just cruising around out here on the river bar. And these beautiful tracks, they're really hard to find. You need good silt like this where you just touch it and you make a track. That's the kind of stuff you need to find mole tracks. So beautiful mole tracks, and I'm going to call this the broad-footed mole because that is the one that lives in this region. So normally moles make tunnels like this. And this raised ridge right here is where there's a subsurface tunnel that the mole made. And so this is the normal sign that you see. You don't usually see their tracks. But this is, again, a mole tunnel from the same species as left those tracks.